Ty Evans, filmmaker, and today we are talking about Red, Helinet, Fujinon, coming together, linking up with Colby Raha, going out to RahVille, shooting some moto. I love these type of days where it's just like a fun idea, get a bunch of people, come out and see what happens. Sick.
Wow, that corner pipe is gnarly.
That must be so fun. So we're here at RahVille. We have Colby here riding, shot over on here. And inside the shot over, we have the new red V-RAPTOR Z-mount. Because a lot of times when you shoot aerials, they're like, how does it work? There's a lot that goes into it. To sum it up, it's basically shot over gimbal, camera stabilized on the front. You have a payload, you build the camera. Our shot over technician JP gets it all balanced, and then out of there, you have your turret cables that has all the information. And then you have your fiber, which is your video signal. It goes into the helicopter. And then everything's controlled here, and then we have an iPad with red control on it. So everything you can do with the camera handheld, you have right here, your fingertips. The power of red. So in this setup, we have an electronic ND that is Z-mount to PL. We have the Fuji Promistas that has the lens data that goes through it. So when I'm in the air, I can actually see my hyperfocal distance. I can see infinity, but I can also see what my minimum is as well, which is really great to give you that confidence when you're flying from super far away to know that you're going to be in the right range to be in focus. You know, a lot of times when I'm filming, I'm looking up here at the lens data, and I'm also using my peripheral to make sure I'm framed up exactly how I need. So being able to do that and have it right there perfectly, it's great. We've been in this whole CMOS sensor world forever. We've been like this. We're finally like this. Global shutters, straight lines. Typically scanning like this and it give you a skewed image. So we like global shutter. It keeps everything straight. And a lot of times I think it was always at the sacrifice of like a couple stops. Now we don't gotta worry about that. When you shoot aerials, you're really looking at the first 2 hours of light, last 2 hours of light. That's the best time to be shooting, but you are battling those shadows, and you gotta have great dynamic range. If you're shooting in the shadows, you gotta be able to see in there if you need to. So you're shooting red and raw and having that dynamic range, being able to bring up the shadows, bring it down. I think that's the biggest control over anything, is having amazing dynamic range. Typically when you shoot, you're putting an ND on the front of the lens, but you don't really want to land and get out and put an ND on and off. We've been using the Nikon to PL with the electronic ND, and it's been amazing. Being able to have that control, you don't have to get out of the helicopter, you can change it right there on the iPad, change it fractions of a stop, it's great. Typically when we shoot drone shots, we have these wide angle lenses, right? And with helicopter aerials, we're in a longer focal length. Because of the Fujinon Promistas, they're the same size lenses and similar weights. So we shot the first half of the day with the 80 to 250 Promista, landed, JP pulled the payload out, same lens clamp, everything else, and was able to swap to the 19 to 45 wide angle lens, put that back in, and we were up and filming within like 45 minutes. Very close. We were doing helicopter shots that felt like drone shots. You know, typically you don't have zoom control on a drone. I mean, you can with some of the heavy lift, but in the helicopter, that's what we're always living on, these longer focal lengths. And on this shoot, I was like, well, let's try a little bit wider. So let's see if we can get close. So that was fun, shooting with the wider lens and ripping around Colby and coming around and going up the backside of the quarter pipe, looking down on him. He comes up and then does a jump and lands to a wheelie. Being able to track with him wide like we typically do with a drone, but with the helicopter, it was a great day. Doesn't get old. I've been doing it forever and still coming together with different partners, trying fun new things. Colby's riding was amazing. Sean's flying was amazing. Working with our partners, Red, Helinet, Fujinon, all coming together. Doesn't get any better than that. You hear that? We call that a sound guy's nightmare, shooting at an airport.